Cat, home of brilliant children's books. Meow.
Hi, my name's Mark Dorey and welcome to another exciting Tomser Cat book review. And last time I looked at the Thursday Murder Club, the multi-million bestseller by Richard Osman, and today I'm looking at the sequel, The Man Who Died Twice. There you go, The Man Who Died Twice. A great title for a book. But is the book any good? Well, you'll have to wait and see. But as always, if you are enjoying these book reviews, why not like, subscribe and click the bell, and you will never miss another episode. So, as I say, this is the sequel to the Thursday Murder Club, where you've got four septuagenarians, I think they're called, Elizabeth, Joyce, Ron and Ibrahim, and every Thursday they meet to solve murders from the past until, as happened in the last book, a murder happens right on their very doorstep. So this is the follow-up. Right. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to read the blurb. It's the following Thursday. Elizabeth has received a letter from an old colleague, a man with whom she has a long history. He needs her help. His story involves stolen diamonds, a violent mobster, and a very real threat to his life. As bodies start piling up, Elizabeth enlists Joyce, Ibrahim and Ron in the hunt for a ruthless murderer. And if they find the diamonds too, well, wouldn't that be a bonus? But this time they are up against an enemy who wouldn't bat an eyelid at knocking off four septuagenarians. Can the Thursday Murder Club find the killer before the killer finds them? Oh, well, these two books, they've got loads and loads of reviews written on the cover, and it's just like loads and loads of brilliant reviews, and on the front it's got "He's back and he's better than ever," and to be honest, this is a great book. But let me the thing is, because it's a murder mystery, I can't give too much away. So, we're back in the retirement village of Cooper's Chase, and they're meeting every Thursday, and it's Elizabeth, Joyce, Ron and Ibrahim. And we suspected in the first book, but we discover that Elizabeth is ex-MI5. And as I just read in the blurb, she suddenly receives a letter inviting her to lunch from an old colleague, someone who died 40 years ago. 40 years ago. So this letter from someone who died 40 years ago in 1981, should she accept this invitation? What would you do? I'm not sure if I received a letter from someone who was supposedly dead. I don't know what I would do. I suppose I would go. But would Elizabeth go? Also, we're back with the characters DCI Chris Hudson and his sidekick, Donna De Freitas, and they're staking out a local drug dealer who's no one to mess about. This is Connie Johnson, and you don't mess about with Connie. And they're staking it out to try and capture it in some fashion. And also, Chris is actually, his relationship with Donna's mum, Patrice, is deepening, so love is well and truly in the air. Add to the fact that £20 million worth of mafia diamonds have gone missing. Add that into the mix, and you can be sure there's plenty to handle for the Thursday Murder Club. And I'm not going to even tell you some of the other stuff that's happening, because otherwise it just spoils things. And as this murder mystery, or murders mystery, Oh, there you go, spoiler. You know, I don't want to give too much away. As always, there's the unique aspect of Joyce with her diaries. So this has got loads and loads of short chapters, really. And some of the chapters are Joyce's diaries, where she writes in the third person in her diary about lots of all the unusual things that are happening. So in this book, we've got much more depth to all the characters and the great interplay between them and their great friendship as well, particularly Joyce and Elizabeth. I think I said in the last review of the Thursday Murder Club that Elizabeth was my favourite character. I think Joyce is creeping up there now. And the thing is, the way that Richard Osman has written this book, you could just see it. I don't even think you'd need a screenwriter. You could just see it going straight to the big screen or the little screen. I'm not sure if Steven Spielberg has bought the rights. I'm not sure. I think he may have. So maybe on the big screen, but it could easily be on the BBC. Other channels are available. But the thing is, right, as I'm thinking about this being on the TV or on the big screen, I'm thinking who could play these septuagenarians, and I'm thinking particularly of Joyce and of Elizabeth, and I'm thinking Dame Judi Dench or Dame Helen Mirren. Two dames, there is nothing like a dame. Anyway, we won't go there, right? But two dames, who would play them? I think Dame Helen Mirren would be great as Elizabeth, and Judi Dench would be great as Joyce. But actually, being as Dame Judi Dench played M in one of the or a few of the Bond films, maybe she would be a better Elizabeth, because they're such versatile actresses. They could play either part. So there you go, Stephen. If you're watching this book review, there's my tips for an Oscar-winning film, because I can't really give too much away, apart from with murder, thuggery, drama, romance, and with more twists and turns than a Welsh rally championship in the Welsh valleys. You know, it's brilliant. You know, last time when I reviewed the Thursday Murder Club, I thought it got off to a slow start, and I can't remember what I give it. I might have given it 3.5 or 4 stars. This is definitely a 5-star book. I couldn't put it down. It is 5 stars. So Richard Osman, I take my hat off to you. That's why I was wearing my hat. See what I did? I'm putting my hat back on, Richard, but I take my hat off to you again, because it is good. Here's one thing I will say. If you're one of those people who flick to the last page of a book just to see what's happening, don't. Absolutely don't. Because you will spoil the whole book. You will spoil the whole book. I'm telling you now, if you're one of those people and you don't want to spoil the whole book, Richard's done something really clever. He's actually put a reveal in the very last sentence of the book. So whatever you do, do not, I repeat, do not turn to the last page for a sneak look, because if you do, well, I better not show it on camera. No, I won't show it on camera. If you do, there's no point in reading the book, so don't. Honestly, this is a great murder mystery. I mean, it's not really my genre. I don't normally read these books, but it's brilliant. With so many twists and turns, adventure, character depth, the conversations and the way it's written, and it's pacey and everything else, and the way it switches viewpoints. It switches viewpoints to villains, to the Thursday Murder Club, to the police, to MI5. It's just brilliant. It is brilliant, and for me, it is a 5-star. This is a 5-star read, and I'm actually looking forward to the next one, because after I'd read the first one, I thought, oh, I better read the second one. But after reading this, honestly, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And as I say, I'm not really into murder mystery, but The Man Who Died Twice, a definite winner for me anyway. So with that in mind, as always, if you are enjoying this series, please like, subscribe and click the bell, and you'll never miss another episode. And I'll see you, well, I might see you when I do the third book. I'm not sure when that's coming out. I don't think it's out at the moment, but as soon as it's out, I'll get a copy from the library and away we go. So until then, I'll see you again.